Hello, everybody. My name is Soa Hildebrand from the Canadian Inquisition 47874J, and today I will be explaining our robot that we used for the past two competitions. This robot was used at the finals of our Wacom Vex League tournament and at the Bellingham robo-bash. As you can see, we've made some minor changes since the Ignite the Northwest signature event, but nothing too crazy. We've also started to take apart this robot, so if anything doesn't quite make sense, like, I wonder why these wheels aren't here. It's probably because we need them for something else. Anyways, so just discussing we were just going to be discussing changes from last video to this video. So one of the more small but interesting changes is the addition of this 2.75 wheel here. We noticed a couple people doing this at Ignite, and they said it really helped them get over the barrier. After we tested this, we found it really helped with going over the barrier in the forward direction, but not so much in the backward direction. So this kind of tied into our decision to not add any sleds in the back, along with the fact that we didn't have any space in the 18x18. For our sleds, we tried to make plastic sleds, but even if we could quadruple them up, they would still continuously snap. So in the end, we decided to go with these more consistent metal sleds. That worked somewhat. But a major problem with our design was we are crazy back heavy, especially we took it out, but we had one of the pneumatics tanks right here. So as you might know, if you're back heavy, it's easier to go over the barrier on the back, and if you're front heavy, it's easier to go over the barrier in the front. So, because we're a back heavy, but trying to focus on going over the barrier in the front, this kind of meant that we couldn't really go over the barrier well in either direction, which was quite the flaw in our design. Moving on, let's see. A change from our last robot from Ignite, we now have two pairs of wings. We have some front horizontal wings that come out like this. And then we have some wings in the back that go down like this. The reason for hi, there's some people behind me. The reason for this change is so we could use the front wings for pushing tri-balls over the barrier with these polycarb made wedges. Now, you can see on this side, in a very final match, the sled broke. The wedge broke, but that's okay. Oh my god, did it break on both sides? It did. Holy cow. Sorry. And then for the back ones, these were really helpful in skills for pushing in the large quantity of tri-balls, and then also for descoring during the match. So in the front, we are using medium pistons that are double acting, just to make sure they stay in during the match. We noticed that if they were single acting and we just used rubber bands to pull them back, when our robots spun in a circle, they would kind of flick out because of the centrifugal forces. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, of course, our lift. So you can see we've changed from our previous double reverse 4-bar lift to just a simple up and down that saves down some weight and just a lot much simpler, so less could break. And because of this, we added an extra 2 pistons to each side, so we have 2 large pistons here and 2 large pistons here. And the reason for this is so now we could elevate with this. So now, hard to do this by myself, but these little hooks right there would catch the barrier, and the pistons would engage to pull us up to a consistent B-tier hang. This works pretty well in the competitions, and we could always get a hang with only 5 seconds left. So that definitely came in clutch. Let's see what else. Yeah, so on top we had our flywheel. This flywheel worked decently. Well, we weren't using. Oh my God, there goes that. Oh yeah, we had to take the blue motor off here and use in another project, but that's okay since this robot won't be around too much longer. So you can see we were just gearing up from 4 to 1 from a blue motor, and So the reason for the split flywheels is so if we were deciding to match load and we didn't like perfectly line up with the bar, we could choose which one to put them on for more versatility. And then also, going to our next feature of our robot, we were able to put trebles into the intake through here. So the pointy end would go through here, and we would just kind of, see if I can do it with my hand. There, we just kind of put it in there, like that. This was meant mostly for bowling, and it worked pretty well. That it definitely helped with doing it more consistently and with less experienced teammates. Yeah, for our intake, we didn't change too much. I made it slightly larger, slightly wider, and slightly longer to make sure we could match load those tri-balls straight into it. But I don't think I quite made it wide enough because getting tri-balls was still kind of a pain. And also added way too many flex wheels, so that just added unnecessary weight. Something really useful was using these metal 45-degree gussets on the front, as in addition to this metal bar protecting the motor, it just really made sure the intake couldn't like flop around too easily. That was useful. Let's see. Oh, so one of the funnier things with our robot is that we noticed that if we intaked the tri-ball through here and spun our flywheel in reverse and did that at the same time, we could actually pop them through and launch them out. This was actually pretty practical. Unfortunately, didn't see too much match play just because of how our matches ended up going and our opponents and partners. But it was pretty useful for popping over any of the opponent's match loads back over to their side, and definitely got a chuckle from a few of our opponents and partners. And finally, we made this 8-tier hang for just a park hang on the side. It worked pretty well, but we never really got a chance to use it in a match because we never had a partner who could elevate using the bar hang. But it worked well in practice, and I'd like to think it would have worked well in the match as well. And I think that's about it for this robot. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.